there, UFC fans! Renat from MMA Fight Channel, and today we're continuing our deep dive into the middleweight division. We're going to break down what makes Khamzat Borz Chimaev such a dominant champion. But the division isn't standing still, and a whole line of hungry contenders has formed behind Borz, each dreaming of taking his belt. Who among them truly has a chance? Today, we'll thoroughly analyze the real title contenders Nasruddin Imavov, Reinier de Ridder, and we'll also touch on Sean Strickland, their strengths and weaknesses, and how their styles might clash with the undefeated Chimaev. Who, in your opinion, can stop Chimaev? Share your thoughts in the comments right now. Khamzat Chimaev, the champion, has a unique style. He's a wrestling machine, but technique is only part of the puzzle. Khamzat's mentality is a weapon all its own. His self-confidence, aggression, and desire to finish the fight early exert colossal psychological pressure on opponents even before they step into the octagon. Pressure and break. He doesn't just fight, he breaks the spirit of his opponents. His constant forward movement, relentless pressure, and drive to finish force opponents into mistakes and make them give up. Contenders to the throne. Who can challenge Chimaev? So we've broken down Khamzat Chimaev's phenomenal style, but which of his potential opponents can cause him problems? Let's look at the main contenders. Nasruddin Imavov, the sniper, the French Dagestani fighter. Overall characteristic: Nasruddin Imavov, the recent winner over Caio Borralho, another top contender recently considered for the title. Nasruddin completely outstruck him over 5 rounds and became the top contender for the title after his victory over Caio. Imavov is a very dangerous fighter who is constantly improving and possesses a very diverse arsenal. Strengths: striking technique. Imavov is an excellent striker. He has a sharp jab, good combinations, and powerful timing. He knows how to control distance and inflict damage, often working the body. Takedown defense. He has very solid takedown defense, which is critically important against Chimaev. He doesn't allow himself to be taken to the ground easily. Stamina and discipline. Nasruddin demonstrates good stamina in the later rounds and adheres very disciplined to his game plan. Weaknesses, potential against Chimaev. Wrestling, grappling. Although his takedown defense is good, if Chimaev manages to take him down, Chimaev's level of control and ground and pound might be too high. Imavov isn't as active a top grappler as Chimaev. Physical strength. Chimaev possesses exceptional physical strength, especially in the clinch. It will be extremely difficult for Imavov to withstand such pressure throughout the fight. Chances against Chimaev. The fight between Imavov and Chimaev is a classic clash of a striker with good takedown defense against a versatile monster. Imavov's chances depend on how effectively he can keep Chimaev at a distance and avoid clinches. Reinier de Ridder, an experienced grappler and former 2 Division I champion. Overall characteristic: Reinier de Ridder, the only contender with a wrestling background. After his victory over Rob in the UFC, he started being considered a contender. And as a champion of another major organization, one championship, and a top grappler, he's constantly mentioned in middleweight discussions. His canceled fight with Javier Hernandez only fueled interest. Strengths: elite grappling, jiu-jitsu. De Ridder is one of the best submission fighters in the world. His ability to take opponents down and immediately transition to submissions or chokes is his bread and butter. Ground control. He possesses phenomenal control on the ground, capable of holding opponents down and looking for submission opportunities. Stamina. Shows good stamina, especially in long grappling exchanges. Weaknesses. Potential against Chimaev. Striking technique. His striking is not his strong suit. He can get hit on the entry and be vulnerable on the feet, which Chimaev can exploit. Takedowns wrestling. While he's good on the ground, the question is whether he can take Chimaev down or effectively defend against his takedowns given Chimaev's physical power. Level of competition. It must be acknowledged that the level of competition in one, while high, differs from the UFC, especially in the middleweight division. Chances against Chimaev. This would be a battle of 2 grappling machines. De Ridder's chances lie in his ability to out-grapple Chimaev technically, but he'll need to survive the initial storm on the feet. Visual accompaniment, footage of Dorito in 1, his submissions, moments from grappling matches. Sean Strickland, the loudmouth and dangerous striker. Overall characteristic. Now we move on to Sean Strickland, a former champion, a man that isn't shy with words and is always ready for a fight. Despite his loss to Dricus, he still holds the number 3 spot and is one of the possible title contenders. They have a history of conflict between them. That's why I included Strickland as a contender. They can really build up this fight. Strengths: unorthodox striking technique. Strickland is a unique striker. His stance seems unorthodox, but he effectively uses his jab, constant pressure, and aggressive style to wear down opponents. Chin and durability. He's an incredibly tough fighter, capable of taking serious shots and continuing to move forward. Psychologically, he's also very resilient. Excellent cardio. Sand is able to maintain a high pace throughout all rounds, which is especially important in 5-round fights. Weaknesses. Potential against Chimaev. Takedown defense. Despite his fighting experience, Strickland is not an elite wrestler. Against monsters like Chimaev, his takedown defense might be insufficient. If Chimaev can take him down, Strickland will be in a very disadvantageous position. Weak ground game. On the ground, Sand doesn't feel as confident. He can get back up, but it will be very tough against Chimaev's wrestling control, which simply pins opponents to the canvas. Predictability. His style, though effective, is quite predictable. Constant pressure with the jab. This could be a problem against a versatile fighter like Chimaev, who knows how to change attack levels. Chances against Chimaev. Sand is a true test of toughness for any striker, but his chances against Chimaev are extremely slim if Borz decides to use his wrestling arsenal. If Strickland can keep the fight standing at range and avoid clinches, it will be a brutal slugfest. But executing that against Chimaev is a task of colossal difficulty. So, what do you guys think? Who, in your opinion, is the most obvious contender for Chimaev and who can stand against him? Write your comments. See you next time. Bye-bye.